I've been going off for broke for my friends to like me, oh, but I know they see right through me cause they listen to my songs, yeah. But I don't care, no baby, I don't care. People always tell me take a breath, hey, hey, hey. I've been looking for something that haunts me all night.
And Sean gets it ready, and here we go, the tension's building now. And I am on the front, oh my word, I'm going to have to get going here. Okay, alright, we've managed to... Whoa, there we go, we're off. Okay, let's get the camera on. And it is Gru away in first place now. We will try and get the camera on so we can see as much of this track as possible. Gru in the lead, followed by J Camp, followed by Banwell. The TGU team have this well in order here. Connor in third place, but he's been taken in by Ghosty. Good shot by Ghosty. And Sparks like coming down the back straight, but Gru avoids him nicely. J Cant also backing Gru up there. So we try and get another look at this next straight. Who's going to be on Oppo? No doubt one of them. And there's a bit of action on the infield there. Banwell's been put on the infield. And it's still Gru, followed by J Camp, followed by Connor. And Sparks lad, big shot on Gru. Takes him out of first place. So that's J Camp now into the lead. As we try and join the action with J Camp. We might just try and chuck this on the free camera, to be honest with you. It's going to be the best bet for us. And it is indeed... Where are we looking? J Camp still in the lead. And I can't find him on the track. There he is on the infield. Connor coming through now. Connor's going to take the lead. He puts J Camp in. What a shot by Connor. Connor through. And Calvin's in second place now. Connor now into the lead. J Camp second place. And Calvin in third place with Sean in third place. Barton boys have got this one under control at the moment. Devo on the corner there. They could just do to get rid of J Cant. As they're going to start lap 5 shortly, half race distance. J Cant on the back of Connor. They're going to have to get rid of him. Devo coming in for a shot, but he's missed it. Connor still in the lead there, followed by J Cant. And now Bristow on Oppo. Bristow's taken Connor in. That's going to take Connor out of the lead. J Cant into the lead now. Sean in second place, though. He's going to take the lead for the Barton boys. J Camp now out in front. All the Barton boys need to do here is take out J Camp, but they're too interested in taking each other out on the infield there. Harris, big shot on Calvin G. And Calvin has taken out one of the blockers, and they can't get to J Camp. They did a little shot on him there, but it's still not enough. Harris stuck up on the... And J Camp gives him a big shot, and the rest of the TGU lads come in. That's good work. And Devo, massive shot on J Camp there. J Cant has just been emptied on the home straight. This is going to allow the Barton boys to catch up, but not enough. J Cant still leads it. I think we could be on to lap 6 here. I think the lap counter could be a lap behind. Bristow is now into the lead. We'll try and jump on with J Cant and get the... Alright, we're on board with Sean. That'll do. We can get the camera working on him. And hopefully we'll be on the right lap. So we are indeed on lap 9 now with J Cant in the lead and Connor in second place. All the Barton boys need to do here is get rid of J Cant, although Ghosty now up into third place. So the TGU lads starting to get control. Connor's been put in there and been followed in. That's Connor now out of second place and Ghosty into second place. So as they go on to the last lap, the Barton boys really have a lot to do at this point. They've got to take out J Cant and they've got to take out Ghosty in second place. And they've missed J Cant. Ghosty's been taken out, but it's going to be J Cant who takes this. And there it is, TGU 1-0. Well, that was a good race that from both teams. The Barton boys, they looked like they had that in control at halfway point, I must admit. They had top 2 or 3 positions. And J Camp was the only TGU member running at that point, and then slowly but surely the TGU lads, they started to whittle the Barton boys down, and before long it was just J Camp and Ghosty out front, and that left the Barton lads, the ones that were still running, with too much to do on the last lap. What a great start that is. So, heat 1 down, TGU win, 9:30 J Camp with the win, no surprise there. Barton boys, that was a good performance in the first race from them up against a really strong rodding team. Nothing to be afraid of so far. They can do this. They just need to get that. Belief together. Try and get a few more TGU lads out early. Try and get that lead like they did in that one, but stick to it this time. So as we're gonna go into heat 2, by the looks of it, Harris, just making a few last preparations to his car for this one. Banwell also making a few preparations. We mentioned before that first race that it was the Barton boys maybe looking at stopping the TGU lads. At the end of that race, it was mainly TGU lads left running, so it's looking like a role reversal on the on what we was expecting, really. We're not getting some good grid starts. I'm going to pull to the outside here and retire it up, I think. And maybe let them all come through and then get ourselves tucked away. We'll let these lads go. We'll miss the action for the first bit. Okay, and here we are with Connor getting put straight in there. But I believe it is Connor in the lead, and it is Connor in the lead. So we'll try and get back that free camera again. I think that's going to be the best way to look at this race. So Connor being chased by Boffey and Calvin, and Bristow in 4th, Napier in 5th, Jay Cant in 6th place. And Connor going on to lap 3 nicely. Sparks lad waiting. Ghosty's almost wrecked. 3 laps in, Ghosty with only a bar left. What do you do when you're sat in a road cutter with only a bar left? There's not a lot you can do, but he is taking Connor in. He's doing the best he can with the car he's got. Connor sat there prone. Is he going to get a shot? A little tap there, but that's going to leave Boffey now out in front. Barton boys already doing damage on Ghosty, but Calvin gets put in there, big style by Kiffer. And Devo, nice blocking manoeuvre by Devo. Unfortunately, he was on his own teammate as Boffey makes his way through. Still leading going on to lap 5. He's running the Grand Duke. You'd think he'd be on Oppo, but he's actually racing. And see, Banwell sat on the wrong side of the fence there. That's not good. That's one of the downsides to this track. And Bristow going in with a big shot there on Devo. And Boffey being held up nicely, but that's now allowing Kiffer into the lead. Good blocking job by Sparks, and Sean has attempted, I think, to stop Kiffer, but he's not done much there. Sparks, lad, still on the back of Boffey. Is he going to go for a lunge? And he has indeed gone for a lunge. Boffey was expecting it, but that's going to allow Connor to catch him up, and Devo also doing a nice job on Kiffer. The Barton boys now starting to ramp up their attempts at stopping these guys, and Kiffer goes in. He goes spiralling in there, courtesy of Devo. Boffey now back into the lead. When one TGU lad takes taken out, the next one takes over. Boffey again giving Sean the swerve. Sean going into the fence by himself. Devo, big oppo there, and Sparks lad also coming in. Good shot from them too. That's going to slow Boffey up, but now Kiffer comes through. As we said, these two TGU lads working together, and it's now Grew in 3rd, Jay Cant in 4th. Looks like the Barton boys have chucked their hats in the ring here, and they're all going wrecking. As we jump on to what must be lap 7, we're going to try and get on board with... there we go, Boffey will do. Boffey now in 3rd place, Napier in 4th. But we've got Grew, Jay Camp 1st and 2nd, and the Barton boys are going to have to do some serious blocking. That's a good shot from Calvin. That gets rid of Grew, I think it was, in 1st place. Now Napier in 2nd. Bristow is a lap down, but he's going to provide a good blocking place there. See Banwell desperate to try and get back on the track, but he's not going to be able to manage it there. Napier back up the inside of Bristow, but Napier's not got much in the way of health. He's going to have to be very, very careful. There goes Calvin. Sean's done a good job on Kiffer, but it's not good enough. Grew coming for a shot on Sean. Napier still down in 3rd. And Barton boys are getting real desperate here. Bristow sat at the front of this train. He's doing a good job on the block. He's going to take out any of the blockers. Harris coming here. He's going to no doubt get Bristow, but Bristow is the one in a lap down, and that's going to allow Jay Camp and Kiffer through. And I think we're on the last lap here. Big shot on Jay Camp, but it's Kiffer that gets through for the win. And another win for TGU, as expected. TGU take a 2-0 lead. This is predicted. Barton boys, they obviously want to try and win these races, but it's the DDs where the Barton boys are going to come alive, and so far it's going to plan. TGU 2-0 up at this stage. See on the results there, Napier did manage to get across the line in 2nd place, but that'll be no consolation to the Barton boys. They'll have been wanting that 1st place there. They could do with one heat win, one rodding race win, so that they can take that lead into the DDs. Calvin there has left. Does that mean Sleazy's going to arrive? We know Sleazy's one of their speed men. This could be a big moment for the Barton boys if they get him in. He could be the man to try and challenge some of these fast TGU lads. And we do indeed have Sleazy in the game. So, is this going to be the turning point for the Barton boys? I'm sure team captain Sean136 will be hoping it is. TGU lads will no doubt be feeling pretty good at this point. Once again, massive shout out to everyone who's watching. Great to see you all here in the chat. Give us a follow, give us a like, say something in the chat. And, oh, cheers, Dibble. Problem is, Dibble, I'd have to be drunk all the time when I'm doing it, so this is not a good place for me to start as the cameraman, and we can't reset, so that is going to have to be where the car stays, and that could play a big part in this race. So, C. Bamwell now leads the way for TGU. J. Cant second, Harris third, Connor in fourth place, and Ghosty now challenging Connor. So, C. Bamwell. Try and get this on the free roam cam. Okay, so yeah, C. Bamwell out front with J. Cant. Sat in second place, Harris in third. And Ghosty going in big on Harris. Harris is in the wall. Harris is gone now. Connor goes big on Ghosty. Takes third place there. He had to do it, but Ghosty's not far behind Connor. Connor's going to have to get his skates on here if he wants to try and get away from Ghosty. And the two out front, C. Bamwell, J. Cant. Barton boys just leaving these two alone at the moment. Is this in the plan? And J. Cant gets put in the wall. That's a good shot from Sparks. Sparks is laying prone. Is Kiffer going to go through him? No. They're waiting the turn. J. Cant now second place. C. Bamwell still out in front. Bristow running blocker there in front. Devo waiting for the shot and he goes in for it. Great shot on C. Bamwell. And here comes Sparks Lad for another shot on C. Bamwell. And J. Cant goes into the back of Sparks Lad. And Ghosty also. Connor there now in second place. This is turning into a bit of a crush. And Kiffer goes in, but I think he got more of Ghosty there than Connor. This is turning into a race now between the 3 or 4 TGU lads and Connor. And Connor could do with some help from his fellow Barton boys. Grew also in 6th place and Napier. And meanwhile, we've got J. Cant out front with C. Bamwell still in second place. Sparks Lad running round, and here come the Barton boys on the attack. J. Cant there gets stopped, but he's still got a fair bit of health. He's not going to mind getting stopped like that if he's still got that sort of health at the end of it. Kiffer, still full health, sat in first place, and J. Cant again gets done. It looks like the Barton boys are really attacking J. Cant. They know who the danger man is. But that's not stopping C. Bamwell. C. Bamwell spent most of the last race, you remember, up on the side, and he's making the most of this one. Sat out in the lead now. Good lead over, well, the nearest Barton boy is Napier down in 6th place. So this is looking like a really good lead for TGU. And if you look at the wrecked list, there's 4 wrecked Barton boys. So the Barton boys have really gone to town on this one, and they've only got 3 left running. Connor now on Oppo, who is the second highest place for the Barton boys. So you'd have to think this is going to be 3-0 to the TGU lads. Not completely unexpected going into the DDs, but I'm sure Barton boys would have liked to have at least taken 1 point off the TGU lads. And Napier now in 4th place, but as we look at this, Kiffer now goes on to his last lap, and the amount of carnage we've got, all blue cars. Connor goes flying across the infield. Napier nicely gives him the swerve. And to finish this race in a speed demon with every bit of your health apart from half a bar, that is good going from Kiffer in the speed demon. You've got to give it to him. C. Bamwell takes 3rd. Grew's going to come home in 4th. Boffy 5th. Sleazy, the only Barton boy left running. That's going to give them a bit of a downer going into the DDs, but the Barton boys really need to rally together now. They know they're strong at this DD track, and no doubt they will be trying to show the TGU lads why they are the kings of the mud pit. TGU lads now know they only need 1 point, but they also know that if it goes to 3-3, Barton boys very unlikely to send it to a race after that performance. So TGU, they won't mind if they lose the first DD, but the more DDs they lose, the more that pressure's going to build up. No doubt they'll want to get it done. First DD, done and over with. 3-0 as we stand. Kiffer with his 2nd win of the night. You often get that with these team meetings, and I'm sure Kiffer won't mind me saying he's not the strongest rodder on the TGU team, but the strongest rodders tend to get taken out first. and it's up to the second and third rodders to try and catch up to them and take over when they get stopped, and the TGU lads have done a really good job of that. Thank you very much for the follow, HHS, much appreciated. Anybody else out there new to this, give us a follow. We stream most nights. We won't commentate every night, but we do commentate fairly often. Next commentary stream is likely to be Wednesday. Well, it's definitely Wednesday. Oh, there is one actually tomorrow night over at our sister channel, Sean1356. He will be commentating on what we call a battle royal. So that's all the best rodders from the past 30 days will be in a race. The last person in each race will get knocked out until we're left with only a few drivers left to battle for the win. Getting a vote off Kiffer. Maybe he doesn't like me calling him the second or third rodder. So you'll see now the cars, they're starting to swap around. Some of them are coming off the high abs. We've got gate crashes coming out. Again, we've got issues with this new rule in terms of Grand Dukes and what they're allowed to use. They're only allowed 2 Grand Dukes here at each. So they'll be looking to try and find some other strong cars. I'm surprised not to see a hearse out. We know the hearse is a very strong car. Whether it's just too much of a lump to try and get out of the way, that nobody seems to be picking it. We've got a few out in Wingmans and a Wild King still out there. Grand Dukes. Couple of gate crashes. Road Slayer GT, we know that's not slow. This is a big one now though for the Barton boys. If they don't win this one, TGU managed to pick the win up here, then it's game over and it's only Pride left to play for at the end of that. And we know quite a few members of the Barton boys have a lot of pride, but only at the weekends, special months of the year. Drivers start to ready up now. We're seeing a couple of Grand Dukes. We know both teams will be having a couple of Grand Dukes, so we think they'll both be having it. Yes, still the same drivers. Couple of Wild Kings. Ghost is still out in his gate crasher. Oh no, that's a gate crasher, sorry. He was in a road cutter before. Couple of gate crashes. And a couple of Road Slayer GTs as well. So Barton boys slightly different. They've got 2 out in Wingmans. Wingman was a car I tried earlier this month and I wasn't massively impressed with it. The team we played, they tried a couple of hearses and they seemed to be a lot stronger than the Wingmans. So again, very interested to see how they go. We've got Devo currently in a War Wagon. War Wagon, not a bad all-round car. It is strong. And it does go well on the dirt track, so that could be a good choice. So he's the only man we're waiting for at this point. And of course, with it being DD, we don't need to worry about getting out of anybody's way here. We can just retire it straight up and get on with the action. And try and pick it up as the action unfolds. So I think, apart from Harris, we are all ready to go here. Harris just mentally preparing at this stage. He's not ready. He's just giving himself a bit of a bash around the head. Just had a phone call from his favourite V8 driver and he's ready now to go. We retire it up early and we try and get the spectating going. Oh my word, look at this camera angle. What is this all about? Okay. Alright, so I think we're on the target cam there. We will be with you as shortly as we can. Shortly as soon as we can. So all the action here is on one corner. Blues and reds coming in together. Harris running around there with a gold roof on. Not sure where he's got that gold roof on. Don't know where he's bought that from. And Napier, good shot Napier on Harris there. He's looking for the shot on TGU though. And Ghosty goes in for a nice shot on Sparks. And Kiffer now for a shot on Sparks. That's good work from the TGU lads. It's very important, this sort of DD, that you try and gang up together and take multiple shots on drivers. So you can see a War Wagon going in there on a TGU and another one going in on TGU, lad. That is C. Bamwell there getting a lot of hammer and he's already down to half health. This is looking good potentially for the Barton boys now as they go in. Another big shot there from the Barton boys and that's another Boffy there. He's half health now and a shot in from Sparks. They're really starting to pick on some of these drivers now, getting the health down. It's important that you don't end up with the first driver lost in these, because the first driver down means that the other team can start to gang up on you, and that is bad news. And Banwell went in for a shot on Devil there. No damage done though. Banwell is not looking good on 2 bars health. Ghosty going in for a shot on Connor. Connor just about manages to avoid him. Sean is the master of avoiding people, and what a shot on Ghosty there. Takes nearly a full bar of health, and he avoids Kiffer going in for a shot on Sean as well. This is good work from the Barton boy captain. He's really starting to command his men here, and Canty's though chasing Sean. Canty knows Sean's a danger man, and Canty's still nearly on full health as we speak. He gets half a bar taken off, and for good luck he goes in for Banwell, and in on Devo he goes as they start to ramp it up now. Grew with a big shot on Sean. That's an important shot from Grew. He needed doing, but Grew has paid the price. Grew has been taken way down to 2 bars, and we've got one of the Barton boys gone there. I don't know who that was, but he's gone already. So that leaves the Barton boys 1 man down. If we look at some of the health on this, the Barton boys look in good position. Ghosty very nearly wrecked now. Jay Cant looking probably in the best place. Maybe Bristow for the TGU boys. Barton boys still with loads of health though. Barton boys going across the middle. Sparks lad is trying to line up Boffy, but he's in turn is being lined up by Bristow. And Boffy gets done there, and Bristow goes in on Sparks lad. That's going to leave Sleazy with a shot on Bristow, and he goes into the back of him there in the very top of your picture. Has that finished Bristow off? No, Bristow still with 2 bars left. He's survived that quite well. Harris lining up camp, but very wisely backing out because Sleazy with there. Bristow going to come in for a shot on Harris, and Harris backs out of that one. Grew coming in for a shot on Harris. That's a good shot from Grew, but he ended up taking just as much health off. Sean wisely backing out of a shot on Grew there. Banwell still going in the middle. How's he still going? Well, hey up. Helicopter driver got a bit drunk there. So we're left now with Banwell gone. Got Bristow with 2 bars. Harris with 2 bars, Sean with 1.5 bar, J Camp with 3 bars. The TGU lads, they've kept going, and I'll tell you what, I reckon the TGU lads now are in prime position for this one. J Cant has somehow managed to keep the majority of his health. Bristow goes in for a shot on Harris, J Cant goes in for a shot on Harris, and this is looking bad for the Barton boys. The TGU lads are 1 driver down on the Barton boys at the moment. But with all the health advantage, big shot in on Bristow. It's going to come down this to 2 on 2. Bristow has got very minimal health left. He's going to put himself in. Oh, he survived it. Oh, that could have been a nightmare for them. The Barton boys need to try and get rid of J Camp without losing any health to Bristow. This is a bit of cat and mouse now. Bristow, Sean Sleazy's in a bad place. J Camp comes in. That could spell the end. Sean has missed Bristow. This is it now for the TGU lads. They're going to try and take this. Bristow sacrifices himself. J Camp, the 2 captains. Unfortunately for Sean, what we could say the master of this track, he's got half a bar to try and get rid of 2.5 bars on J Camp, and it's got to be a miracle, this, chaps. But strap yourself in. Christmas is only 5 months away, and we might see another miracle here tonight. It's going to be some good going. Jay Camp just stalking his prey here. He's going to let Sean get away from him, and he's going to size him up. He's going to work out where's best. He's worked out that he's got the geometry set out, and he's just missed him there. Sean knew what was coming. Jay Camp's going to look for another chance. There he goes. He sizes it up. He's a pull master. And Sean again backing out. Jay Camp, though, he's not fully committing to his shots. And Sean has somehow managed to slip out of it again. What Sean's going to be trying to do here is trying to get J Camp to hit the wall, but it's a dangerous game. Very dangerous game. J Camp now, is he going to go in for a shot? He's gone in there on the back quarter. He's picked him up. He's trying to drive him towards the fence here. It's not going to do much damage, but it'll do a bit. That's a little bit gone. This is where he just wants another member of TJ. And Sean gets behind J Camp now. This is where Sean likes to be, right behind a bloke. And he's going to try and give him some stick now. He's just wondering what to do. No, he's pulled away. He's going to let J Camp chase him again. It's some top chess work from these 2 lads. And J Camp now, he knows that trick. Sean now hiding behind one of the dead cars from the Barton boys. Jay Kant not sure what to do at this stage. I don't know whether Sean meant to do that or not, but he's got himself... Oh, this is it! This is it! Jay Kant, good shot! And that's it. TGU are your July Calendar Cup champions. Taking it 4-0. And I said before that DD, TGU really needs to take that one because if they let Barton boys get settled in the DDs, it could have been bad news for them. But they've took it by the scruff of the neck. They've taken that first DD. They've got the stamp on it. They are the July Calendar Cup champions. And they'll no doubt be back in August to try and make it 4. Barton boys now playing for pride. Connor there is looking to change his car. He's going to come out in something comical, no doubt, to see out these last 2 races. What a performance there from Sean, though. You've got to give it to him. TGU, all teams have played TGU. We all know what they're about. They're a really top team, and there's nothing wrong with losing to a team like TGU. Barton boys put up a good performance. A couple of them races could have gone either way. And that DD, like I said, one stage in that DD, you'd have had your money on the Barton boys, but Jay Kant just kept it going with a good amount of health. GG's in the chat, guys. It's nice to see. Calvin there from the Barton boys giving a good game to the TGU lads. Dibble coming in with a good game. Spuddo coming in with a good game. Keep them coming. All the drivers tonight are putting in a cracking effort, and it's nice that you're respecting those drivers with the GGs. We're just having a car change here from Devo. We're going to have to get a crack on though, because we know that we've got some saloon meetings coming up and a buggy meeting coming up. Some of these drivers, they're going to want to be racing those meetings. Just waiting on a couple of them to change cars. I don't know what's going on here. The meeting's already done, but Barton boys are going to be out to try and salvage some pride. They're not going to want to leave it 4-0. Good game coming in from Andy Stocks, another of the Barton boy drivers. A great team, the Barton boys. They'll be back next month to try and correct this wrong. Don't be surprised to see them back in the final next month. They'll be hoping someone else can maybe knock TGU out. Don't think it'll be Fat Boys if we do draw them. No doubt we will, because I always draw the hardest teams out for the Fat Boys. But we'll do our best if we do draw them out. Okay, cameraman getting drunk again, and we see Harris there already taking a shot from Bristol. I think that was, and Kiffer. Napier coming around, sizing up Ghosty there. Big shot in the back of Ghosty. Sparks like going round. You can see the tactics on these teams. They tend to be to stick to the edge and maybe just pick off shots. Devo gets picked off there by Gru. And Napier going in on Boffy. A little bit of damage on Boffy. And as we come around, Kiffer there getting taken out by Harris. Good shot from Harris. Harris has already lost nearly 2 bars though. I don't know where that's gone. We saw him get hit early on. Ghosty takes another shot. And a great shot in from Harris on Jay Kant. Jay Kant has already been identified as the strong man for the TGU lads. He can rod, he can block. Is there anything this lad can't do? And Harris is... Harris has picked off Gru there in the middle. Great shot on Gru. And Devo going in on Ghosty. A bit of a... He went in on the side there, which is an interesting shot. Kiffer goes in on the side of Devo as well. That's good work from the TGU lads. They took a strong shot from Devo in the first place, but they didn't let up there and they kept going in. Bamwell gets a good shot from Napier there. And look at the TGU lads now hunting like raptors. Gru goes in for a shot but misses. Doesn't take much damage. Connor also goes in for a shot and misses. And Kiffer goes in for a shot and gets his man. And Jay Kant at the top there taking... That's a cracking shot from Connor this time on Gru, I think it was. That's taking a fair bit of damage off. These boys, they're not giving any quarter at this stage. Sean now is... doing his usual trick round the outside, not working too well for him. Big hit from Bristow on C. Bamwell. That obviously wasn't intentional, but it's done a lot of damage. Crowd are loving that one. They love to see a bit of own team action. And that was certainly a big shot there. No doubt C. Bamwell will be having a few words with Bristow after that one. Boffy here lining Harris up, and Harris has tricked him there. Boffy straight into the wall. That's a good move. Napier's now going to come in on Boffy, and Jay Kant going in on Napier. I think he's also got a bit of Boffy as well. So this now is starting to look... Kiffer's still got a bit of health there. Oh, just as we say that, what a shot that was. Napier there. Cracking shot on Kiffer. Kiffer sat in the middle. I don't think Kiffer knows which day of the week it is at the moment. He's going round and round. I think he's calling for the Deliveroo. He's wanting to get himself a Subway there. Foot long, please. Banwell has hit more red cars than he has blue cars. He's not going to need to repaint his car after this one. Sean takes a big hit from Gru. It's difficult to say at this stage, but again, it looks like the blue cars might have the numbers here, or certainly the health. Sean goes in for a big shot on Gru. Gru seems to have taken some massive hits here, and is still going. Napier now looking to finish Kiffer off. There goes Kiffer. Kiffer had in turn finished Sean off. So Kiffer did his job. Buffy goes in for a big shot on Sparks Lad. Sleazy though in on Buffy. And the Blues are beginning to swarm a bit here. There's 3 TGU lads against 5 of the Barton boys. And the Barton boys here, that's a big shot in from Buffy. That's a number equaliser. And Buffy's going to finish Sleazy off there. Buffy on a rampage. TGU might not have the numbers, but Buffy has evened it up there. In fact, it's now, if you count the guy on his side, it's now turned up to 2-on-3 here. And Buffy has got the most health with the car still running round. There goes another TGU lad. Devo just needs to get rid of Bristow really here to leave this as one-on-one. And Napier has got the most health left. Bristow now starting to play a few games. And the Barton boys have gone in on each other. But they have somehow finished Bristow off. But Buffy in turn finishes Devo off. We've still got one Barton boy on his side. He's not going to take much of a hit though from Buffy. And is that Buffy gone? I think that's Buffy gone. So we do indeed have a point for the Barton boys. Well-deserved point for the Barton boys there. And it is going to be Napier that takes the points for the Barton boys team. I think it was Sparks Lad on his side. He put some good work in earlier. It's great to see the Barton boys get a point from that one. They deserve a point for their hard work tonight. And we move on to the final DD. No doubt everyone will be trying to get this one underway very quickly. Someone in the chat said 5-1. I can't remember who it was that said 5-1. But if the TGU lads manage to pick this one up, 5-1 will be the score. Big shout out to Calvin in the chat. Massive thank you, mate, for the kind words. We do our best here, and obviously Calvin is a big part of our team at the moment in VBRL. He's putting some hours in, helping spread the word. So here we go, final DD of this month's Calendar Cup. Don't think I've ever seen that camera angle before where it goes to the top. It's quite a nice camera angle. But here we are. With all the cars going full health. And Buffy chasing down Sleazy, but he's been done by his own teammates. And now Connor goes in on Buffy. And one of the big difficulties with these DDs, and it's... Oh, big shot there! Ghosty was going in on Connor. Unfortunately for Ghosty, so was Gru. And they both ended up going in together. And just as we say that, Devo went in for a big shot on Gru. And you saw he got Gru, but he sort of slipped off Gru and ended up in the wall himself and took more health off himself than he did off Gru. One of the big challenges around this track is to try and take damage off your opponent without taking it off yourself. And you only need a J-Cant coming in for a big shot. And you can see there he's caught Sean. But if we look at the health difference there, that's taken more off J-Cant than it took off Sean. And the Barton boys going for a shot on J-Cant. J-Cant manages to avoid that well. But he gets a big shot in there. That's the sort of shot you want. Devo big shots on J-Cant, and he's pushed J-Cant into the wall. So Devo loses none of his own health, but takes a massive amount off J-Cant. So they're the sort of shots you want. You see Gru there missing Sean. He's now left himself prone for Sparks. Sparks a good shot on Gru. This is good work from the Barton boys. You can see now how important it was that the TGU lads took that first DD. Potentially they've possibly taken the foot off the gas, but Napier! Napier went in for a massive shot on Bristow. The only thing home was the Armco, and it's taken a lot of health off Napier. Napier, the hero of the second DD, is pretty much out of this one. And to a good measure, he's gone and taken a bar off his teammate. He's gone from hero to zero in the space of 5 minutes there. As I think that was J-Camp possibly, going in for a shot. There's all piling in this top corner. Buffy going in. Kiffer going in. Some big hits here on Sleazy. And again, this TGU team, they're hunting impact. Sleazy there gets forced into his captain. There'll be some shouting there in the chat. We know what Sean's like. He gets a bit frustrated sometimes, and no doubt you'll hear a bit about that tomorrow night, I would have thought. Sparks lad, great shot on C-Bam, well, but it's also taken a bit off himself. Gru coming in here. Oh, that's a nice bit of dummy work from Sparks, and that's going to leave Gru open. What a shot from Connor 791. Possibly the shot of this DD. That was unbelievable. How Gru managed to survive, I don't know, but Gru is now hunting possibly for a return shot, and Gru gets finished off by Sparks lad. That's probably best, really, because Gru's going to have to try and shake that. He'd maybe have to go and see the paramedics after that shot. Boffy still rocking round on 3 bars. You'd expect it with him being in the Grand Duke. Harris there, little tap on C-Bam. Well, good work from him. That's what we want to see. Connor still going with hardly any health left on him. And he misses Kiffer there, but most importantly stays alive. Sean there manages to avoid Kiffer. Sparks lad misses Kiffer as well. Bristow in the wall by himself. There's some big attempted shots going in, but not many that are actually getting pulled off. Boffy there, now down to 2 health, being chased by Harris in the wingman. Harris there starting to bully Boffy a bit. And Boffy's going to get a chance now for a return shot, and he does indeed get a return shot. Connor coming in, big shot there on Boffy. It's finished Connor off, but that nearly put Boffy on his side there. Of course, no resets on, so if cars are on the side, they cannot reset. Sparks lad is looking for a victim spot. When you get down to that sort of health and it's a team event, what you generally try and do is you look for... I think he might have... No, he's still going. You look for the one who's got the most health left on the opposition team, and you try and finish them off with you. And that's what he's done there. He's taken the Grand Duke of Boffy out. So it's 2-on-2 now, but this is big health left for the Barton boys. And only very minimal health left for the TGU lads. This is going to be hard work for the TGU lads to pull this one off. C-Bamwell goes in for a spin on Sleazy. Not a bad attempt. That's Kiffer gone, I think. No, Kiffer goes now. So now 2-on-1. C-Bamwell versus Sleazy. And a big shot from Sleazy finishes him off. So Barton boys do take the last 2 DDs to salvage a bit of pride. Final score coming out as TGU 4. Barton boys 2. Harris coming in for a big shot on nothing. But these two now will try and finish each other off. What a great final that was. Thank you all for watching. It's great to finally get one of these finals on stream. We'll get this clip. We'll get it on YouTube later so you can all see the highlights. And we'll hopefully see you next month where you'll all be bringing your own teams. Thank you very much for watching.